Oh shoot, bro.
Speaking
Yeah,
of fights, I loved the Aces and Eights. I don't know about you if you like Knox and the Aces and Eights, but I love the
I
Aces and Eights.
loved I loved the Aces and Eights. I just hated the name. I was like, oh come
Really?
on, guys. I was like, come on, guys. Like you can come up with something cooler than that. Like, but it was awesome, bro. I got to go in there after a couple of years. Like, I just I didn't. I was over it. You know what I mean? Like, went and took some vacations. Like, spent a bunch of time with who's now my wife. You know what I mean? Like, it was real nice to just decompress. And then right when I went back in there, I kind of got tricked by Doc. You know, my Gallows.
Yep.
Like he was like, "Oh, hey man, like I hadn't worked again. Like I hadn't worked in years." He was like, "Hey, I got a show down here in Guyana, this tropical paradise, like whatever." And like, he's like, "I got a free thing. Like I'll pay you good." He's like, "You and me will work. It'll be easy, you know." So I was like, "Oh, well, shoot, bro. I don't really work. You know, I don't really wrestle that much anymore." I was like, "But I'll come down and hang out." So went down there, had one match, of course, all over the freaking building, blood everywhere, like just crazy ass match between me and Gallows, you know what I mean? And then like a week later, that was the first match I'd had in like 2 years or 3 years. And then the week later, he's like, "Hey, I got to try out at TNA," and I was like, "Sweet, bro." And he's like, "I can't go. I told him you would." You know what I mean? And I was like, "What the hell you mean you told him I would?" And I was like, "There's one thing about like doing a Puerto Rico match like down there in Guyana. You know what I mean? Like
Yep.
TV and cameras, they're gonna know I'm fucking not on it. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but once again, Mike Knox, baby. You know what I mean? Like, went in there, worked with Devon the first night, worked with Frankie the second night. They pulled me aside, said, "We got this biker gimmick." You know what I mean? And were you ready? You're ready. Yep. Boom. That was it. Crazy. What the hell?
Off to the races.
Off
Yeah.
to the races, bro. And then I got to work with Hall of Famers, my heroes. Like, I loved that time. Like, it was awesome, bro. Got to work with Angle, got to work with Sting, got to, like, come on. You know what I mean? Like, as a nerd, as a wrestling guy that fell in love when he was 7 years old and, like, never fell out of love with it, that's pretty cool. You know what I mean? Like, I had their posters on my wall. And then I get to beat the crap out of them. You know what I mean? It's like,
It's awesome.
pretty damn cool, man.
I know a lot of people were like ripping Aces and Eights, but if you actually watch it like episodically, and I think somebody or maybe even TNA put the video package together, like it actually made sense, like what was going on and the turns and the different
Yeah.
things, and you guys getting on. It actually did kind of piece together pretty nicely. I know people would Aces and Eights, blah blah, but it was pretty good the way it was done.
It was the way that it was introduced and like the way it started going, it was really, really cool. And actually the ratings were going up
Yes.
when we were doing our thing. They were hitting pretty good. And then, it does as it does. You know what I mean? Like it gets stale and like the people
Yeah.
get tired of it. And it's like you level out a little bit and then you try to go bigger, but it doesn't work. And it's like they can tell you're pushing it. And then it's like one guy leaves the office, another guy comes in. It's not his idea. So he's like, "Okay, well, this is going to happen now. Like, we're going to kind of phase these guys out." And like, you know what I mean? Like it was awesome, man. It was my favorite time, like up until they started phasing us out, of course. And even then it wasn't all that bad. You know what I mean? Like it was still pretty cool. I still got to work with the good, like, with all the best guys on the roster, which is all I ever really want to do anyways,
Yep.
Yeah, I like Aces and Eights a lot more than I like the Menagerie. That's for damn sure.
The menagerie, the freak, and whatever else is going on with the menagerie. Yeah.